Okay, guys, we are back playing some Legends of Runeterra. Just got to do a little intro because obviously this will be uploaded to YouTube straight after. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are. This is going to be a shortish video. We're going to play some Shen Midrange, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this one. This is one that I've recently built. I've taken part offline to because I'm so new at Legends of Runeterra. Only been playing for like 2 weeks. I've taken a few lists of people, but I've had a lot of fun with this one. And anyone in chat at the moment, if you've got some suggestions for cards we could change, throw them out there, and we will give it a change. I'll sort of pull up the list here, sort of scroll through so you can have a look. But essentially, yeah, we're going to be playing about half an hour, 40 minutes of Legends of Runeterra, and then I'm going to come off and play some more in my spare time, build a few more lists, and hopefully as the week progresses, we can build some more decks. We have some control lists on here as well. We have Ezreal and Karma. We have, what else do we have? Ashe and Sejuani, mid-range, sort of at the top of the tier at the moment. And we have Twisted Fate and Ezreal, which sort of plays the same as Ezreal and Karma. But the control lists I find are very difficult to navigate if you're not that familiar with the game, because obviously you need to know what's happening. We're in Diamond rank at the moment, so we're somewhat familiar, but not that much. And obviously we don't have a completed card pool at the moment, so it's limited with what we can do. Though I have found the free-to-play option of Legends of Runeterra is much, much better than Magic the Gathering, in my opinion. So yeah, let's jump into a few games. If no one's got any suggestions, we can always change them in between games. And something I'm not sure is this card. I'm not too sure whether this is gonna be any good. I've played it with it quite a bit. It's really good when you have Shen to proc or your 1-drop. But apart from that, it doesn't feel that good. The fact it cycles is obviously really good. But yeah, I've said good quite a bit. But yeah, so we were playing. I was playing some Expedition actually. I've been having a lot of fun with that. I don't know if you guys play Expedition much. We're about to level up actually as well. What kind of PC setup have I got going on? I don't actually know. Let me have a look. I have Legion at the moment. Legion. Yeah. Do you know who Shroud is? Do I know who Shroud is, or do what are you talking about, mate? In Legends of Runeterra, there is no Shroud. There's no hexproof as well. There are shields, which is what we will be using in this game. Okay, so what do we think about this hand? I think, what are we against? Okay, so when I play against Shadow of the Isles, I'm always getting caught by the board wipe in Shadow of the Isles, so we need to play around that a lot. I think we're just going to mulligan this Stand United. But then our opponent's going to have a lot of 1-drops that just trade, so maybe the bird's not that great as well. No, I don't know him. Well, he's obviously been doing it for a very long time. Big old streamer. I should probably be more on the Twitch streamers, paying attention. I just realized. I don't know if that audio sounds better actually. I didn't have my headphones plugged in, which is a shame. I think we're just going to pass here. No, I don't know the playable hero Shroud. I think we just do this now. I think we do it on a Z as well. No, I will take a look. So which one of these? This has a barrier. So our opponent can pull it, but hopefully this will deter our opponent from attacking with some of his creatures. Though he can just challenge it. So our opponent chose not to challenge it, so that's pretty good. We just get a block here. No, I will check out Shroud. Not something that... not someone I know about. So, how do we want to do this? I think we just want to play Shen. Maybe we don't, because we want to have some protection for him, since we only have 1 copy of him. Maybe we just want to give the Knight a barrier. And then what, we have 3 mana available. And then we save up the 3 mana and can play Shen next turn with protection. Maybe that sounds better. I mean, what's our opponent likely doing here? I think Shen's fine.
Best for Ionia, and only one of us pursues it.
Hopefully our opponent can't answer him. The upside is if we get to untap, or I say untap, Magic terms, if we get to go to the next turn and gain our mana back with Shen there, we're in a pretty good position. I think we're still going to attack here and put some pressure on our opponent. I know that when our opponent gets to the final stages of the game, when they become enlightened, they're very difficult to beat. So we're likely to see the 1-1 chump here. They should have probably put this in front of Shen. Oh, they probably don't want this to proc and start to get close to leveling up. Look at me talking like I actually know what I'm doing. So there's a good chance that this could level up as well. Yep, so that's going to level here. Do we want to fall to 3?
Cut the breath from them.
I think we just use the more expensive barrier. Okay, I think we're just going to save this mana here. This is gonna be annoying. And that is eerie. Good, deny is pretty good to have. So we can't even really bait this in because we're just not gonna deal enough damage to it. Wait, 2, 5, and that gives us enough for a barrier as well. So we could go. I think this is okay. Sure, yeah. So opponent gets to do this. To play this, give it to Shen.
Honor dictates both our actions.
So hopefully our opponent can't interact here, but the idea is to attack with Shen now, give something a barrier, level up Shen, and then we can barrier, we can hook the leveled up. And give it a barrier, and then Shen will trigger as well. So I think this is fine. Go like this. So we have to. Our opponent will go to blocks though.
The balance has been maintained.
And then once our opponent goes to blocks, we will barrier this. Yeah, it makes sense, that block. Our opponent's going to try and reduce the most amount of damage. They are jumping this in between.
It is not yet their time.
So we actually take 4 damage here, though. Okay. So when 3 more of our opponent's creatures die, we lose the game. We might have it on our next attack, though. If our opponent is not careful. We also have a deny as well, so we can play through some bits. Yeah, so they attack. I mean, they can attack everything now, can't they? And as long as they position this one last. Maybe we draw the lifelink spell if we somewhat survive. I feel like this is a loss though. Yeah, this is definitely now with the second one. Yeah. I was going to say, did our opponent just flunk that? But no, passing the turn was fine. Good game, opponent.
I have disgraced the Kinku.
No. It's fine. It's the difference between Magic and Runeterra. Like, losing in Runeterra doesn't feel as bad as Magic. I don't know if that's just superficial to me. But I don't know. I don't feel like a lot of my games are non-games. I always feel like there was a decision I made at some point which cost me the game. For example, there was a decision there where we used the lifelink barrier before the other barrier. So we could have done that the other way around and gained more life at a certain point. Okay, what are we against? Okay, so we're against the mid-range Sejuani Ash list. Okay, I don't know how good Judgment's going to be. I don't think Deny is going to be that good. Maybe Judgment's going to be okay, if we can get there. Maybe we just want to mulligan it for something early. This could be a big mistake. Unfortunately, we're attacking on odds as well. Okay, having two stand Uniteds is not great. We really wanted to be attacking on evens. On odds even, so we could attack with Zed. Do we play this now, prevent the 5 damage, and we can lifelink it? I don't think so. Not lifelink it, just give it a barrier. Maybe just take this.
Pledge yourself to the shadows. We both want what is best for Ionia, and only one of us pursues it. Took the bait. I find them unworthy.
So our opponent gets a chunk Shen for 3 here. They get to Brittle Steel or Zed. Oh, why didn't our opponent take the free block on him? Did our opponent just misplay? They could have just blocked once his power was at 0. Maybe someone in chat could help me understand that.
Come, take refuge.
These woods protect their own.
Keeper, our lands need us.
Line up.
So our opponent gets to draw 2 here. This is what makes this deck so strong. They get to play a load of 5 power creatures and then block. And then draw a load of cards from it.
Stay back.
Should have probably checked damage. We're going to 2. Or probably should have checked that first.
Nature blesses her followers.
Would I have blocked any differently? Maybe. I don't think we want to tap down here, do we?
It must be done.
I think we might just be able to kill our opponent if they're not careful.
Wills align.
I know a challenge when I see one.
So our opponent's going to 4. So do we get to kill our opponent? If we stand united here and here. No, it's not going to be enough, is it? Oh, we're not dead on the way back though, are we? So we can do some blocks. So we get to save our entire board here. I feel like we should have lethal on the way back, if we can survive one turn.
Carved from the savage code.
So our opponent hooks this now and kills us. Yep. I guess we can stand united, can't we? Yeah, stand united doesn't leave us dead.
We walk between realms.
And it also just kills the Sejuani. I don't know what you could have here to stop this.
Well fought.
And he is dead on the way back. Not anymore. So we can do this and stand united. Our opponent could just freeze them though. Ah, we've got to do it, haven't we?
Duty, selflessness, heavy burdens.
We're going to force our opponent into blocks here. Ah, he...
So I go.
I mean, we're going to force our opponent into these block situations. I mean, the problem is if our opponent has a Sejuani on the way back, we're in a bad situation. So kill this trade here. I think this is acceptable, and then we get to develop our board a bit more. I think I'm okay just letting this go.
Nature blesses her followers. Press on.
It's probably a better way we could have played this.
Nothing can stop me.
So we can champ block this and draw a spell. And this way we still get to hold up deny. I'm playing this out. So the stand united is going to be our protection against Sejuani again, since we are sitting very low on 2. I'd like to get down this creature. So here is our Sejuani again. I wonder, we just want to hold up both of these actually, don't we?
Bristle. Attack.
So I think I'm happy to go. Have to go like
There is
this.
no dispute. The Kinku go where they are needed.
And then we get to kill this.
These lands.
Like this. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything, because I know how easy it is to die to a misplay. So we still have the deny up. We also get to draw a card from the River Shaper. Okay, so our opponent gets to protect their creatures. This is the difference between counter spells in Magic to here. So opponent gets to protect their board.
Nature blesses her followers.
So we draw a lifelinker. Pretty good.
Break their spirits and their
Hopefully our opponent's just dead on attacks here. Okay, so our opponent has to block this anyway.
And
You
Steady
go,
hand.
move this back, that, like that. We get to kill this. Oh, this can't block anyway, can it? I guess we can move this like this. Like that. And I mean, we have quite a few bits through that. We had double protection. Yeah, the difference between counter spells in Magic and Legends of Runeterra are very different. Obviously, not being able to respond to burst speed spells puts a massive influence on the game. Oh, we're getting through the season pass, and we've just unlocked a new chest. I've actually been working my way just through Ionia at the moment. We are almost at the end to get the card back. Oh my god. Some pretty good madness. Just happy for the champion wildcards at this point. Still trying to build the collection. Let's go for a few more. Okay, so another deck. Shadow of the Isle is definitely the one I struggle the most again. So I'm still at that point of the game where I'm still learning what all the cards are in each region. Maybe we want one of these. Something like that. I don't think this is a very good hand. No, this is too late, I think. Especially with them having Sejuani, they're going to be able to hit me twice. Yeah, this is not so great.
Come closer. I don't bite.
Okay, so there is our creature.
Everyone's a garden.
I don't know if this is worth playing, but we get all of our spell mana back next turn. They just block a Saproling, so we sort of save 2 damage.
Grow up so fast.
Getting 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think the hand was a little bit slow. Maybe we should have mulliganed more. We have our evasive lifelinkers though. We also have Shen, but I think we're gonna save Shen at the moment. I'd have loved to have held Deny up. I think next turn we might go Shen and then hold up Deny or Barrier, and then next turn play the Life Blade. Don't know if it's worth hooking anything. Maybe. Yeah. Gives us the opportunity to trade now instead of trading later on, but then it might deter our opponent from attacking. Let's just attack with the one. Maybe there's a reason to attack with both. I guess trading with this means the spider couldn't attack freely into the 2/2. So opponent gonna let combat happen. Opponent has double drain, so this is where this gets unfortunate because now the spiders are gonna have fearsome and challenger.
My true beauty is beneath the skin.
So I can't even block if I'd like to.
They'll see me sooner or later. But from every fallen, a new seed.
At least we can block with Shen, though they will force him to block, I'd imagine. If I'm being honest, I'm quite happy that a bird is trading here. Do we just activate Barrier now? I think we save it for a removal spell. Yeah, we're getting destroyed by spiders, mate. It's not looking good. Yeah, good game. Yeah, we had a if you saw our opening hand there, it was really, really slow. We mulliganed accordingly, but just did not find what we needed to find. And because of that, we paid the price. That's how it goes, though. Sometimes you get out aggroed. It's just one of them games, though. Like all card games are like it. If the deck we were playing or our opponent's deck had like a 75% win rating, everyone would be complaining about it. And I think it's really important that you do lose some games, win some games. It just creates that balanced meta. It's not nearly as oppressive as playing against Nexus of Fate, though, where you feel bad even beating it. Okay, another Shadow of the Isle. So, okay, we've got Elise. It's going to be hasty. I think we just get rid of that. So we'll be attacking on odds. So we'll have Zed available to us. The shield, we won't have this ready, but it's a life linker. I guess we will have this barrier ready. Double Z, not that great. So the other companion you can try playing instead of Zed is the 3 mana 3/3 that when it hooks, it's got Challenger, and when it survives, when it kills 4 enemies and survives, it levels up. Yeah, I think it was I think my headphones weren't plugged in properly. I don't think, I know. It was just the audio of the thing. It might actually disrupt me uploading the magic content to YouTube. I'll listen back to it, see if it's listenable. If not, then I'll have to leave that out and record again another time. But at least it's sounding good, I guess. So our opponent's going to want to, I'd imagine, level up Elise as soon as possible. So that might lead them to not blocking the Shen here. The Zed even. And we might get to level up our Zed. Do they want to let us level up our Zed? They do not. Okay. Opponent might have a way to get an extra spider on board. If they pass here, we're obviously just going to pass it straight back to them. The 2 mana drain. Create a 1/1 spider. Nope. Okay, sure. This is good as well.
Struggle. Now enjoy it. Let me change into something more comfortable.
Okay, so again, we're going down the same route of last game. Our opponent has a leveled up Elise with all of their spiders having Fearsome. Do we want to save our Zed here? I don't know. I think gaining the free life might be worth it. Actually, I think we just want to barrier it normally, and then we can play a Shen. I think I'm using my 2 champions' names interchangeably here. I think we need to keep him alive so we can keep some pressure on board. It also helps our Shen. So we go to 10. Keep our life linking barrier out for when Shen comes down. Wow, taking 10. This is tough.
You should have stayed away. You cannot escape your past.
So I fear our opponent can just take this now.
Coming in hot!
So I think we have to give lifelink here.
Must be done.
I don't think it's going to be enough, but we can hope. Hopefully your opponent does block with one thing.
That doesn't scare me. My father's blade.
So we get to go up by 2 effectively. Man, it is just essentially mono red aggro. I don't mind it though. Elise is a super fun companion. It's really interesting the way it has to be done. It doesn't feel like it's just game over. It feels like we could turn the corner. We also had quite a slow start as well with just a turn 3 Zed. We really wanted to get on board earlier than turn 3. I can't remember. It's one of the unfortunate. I guess we can look back, but yeah, we did nothing round 1, and then I put Zed down. They just played a load of Saprolings and flipped her in the same turn. I think we're just dead here. They hook. We take 4, 5, 6, 7. We're 2 off. Please don't be a burst spell. Please be a relevant fast spell. Ho ho ho, opponent! Our 2 of Deny coming through. I mean, we're not safe by any stretch of the imagination. But we get an extra turn, and the advice I was always given, play to your extra turn.
Strength and grace, beauty in the play.
If you get an opportunity to get an extra turn, then take it. We are going to have to kill this here. I don't know how. We kind of need to level Shen up. I mean, I guess we can level Shen up, actually.
My shield is yours.
Honor dictates.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to level Shen up, and then we're going to barrier the 2/4 so we can hook the Elise and kill it. And then that will stop our opponent's creatures having Challenger and Fearsome. No! Okay, they're not actually stunning the unit we cared about.
So I go.
So we hook like this. We gotta hope our opponent wants to block.
Our wills align.
Hopefully our opponent takes another action here. And we don't just go straight to combat. To avoid that, we could have barriered before our opponent went to blocks, but I'm sure our opponent will block here. Please block, opponent. I should have barriered prior. Okay, they're gonna block. Yeah, lock it in, yes.
It is not yet their time.
So he now gets the buff from Shen. Okay, so we are not safe, but we are not dead now. Yet. Our opponent has 2 cards in hand.
It's Draven time.
We can block that. Poor. Are we going to pull this round? Sitting on 2 life. There's nothing scarier than being on 2 life against mono reds, and I feel like this is Runeterra's equivalent. The spiders. We're yet to build a spider list as well. This is something we will have to get down. I mean, I'm not going out without a fight. Like we're gonna fight to the end. We have tricks as well. We're not just out of it. Oh no. Okay, so 2 of their creatures have Fearsome. I guess that's fine actually, because we can... We need the extra blocker.
And their swords.
But we can stand united to buff power here.
Let's boogie.
Okay. This gives it to one ally.
This is my opponent.
I guess how would we block? We have to stand united. I guess we're doing it on like like this.
We walk between realms.
I just don't want to die to a misplay. So we can kill here. They can only give it +1. We need to block there and there. And then we block there and there.
Close my eyes, make it fair.
Or actually, it's better to block like that, isn't it? And then our opponent loses that whole board. We attack back and win. So our opponent has one unknown card. This extra card's not going to save them. And they're dead on open attacks next turn. Come on, opponent. What is your last card? The only block that I wasn't sure here is the Shen.
Draven out.
Alright, opponent. You're just going to pass the turn here, aren't you? And be done with it. No, okay. I don't know if they're dead still. I don't think our opponent's dead. Was that a good draw? I think so. So you play this. Our opponent has one unknown card. I think that was a pretty good draw. It just makes our creatures immune here. Falling into my trap. Oh, that's not going to be enough. Maybe they survive attacks here. Wait, we go like this. Pop that there. And they die? Yeah? Yes! Stabilizing on 2. We played it right. We got through to the end. And that's how you get rewarded. I mean, our opponent got us so close. I think we had just the right combination of cards at the right time, pulled it through, and yeah, we got there at the end. Our opponent played very well, though. Congratulations, opponent. But I said I was going to come off about 8:30 today if you're living in England time. So I'm going to have to call it there. It was a short stream today, but tune in either tomorrow or the next day. Just make sure you're following me to get a notification. And when I'm next going online, if you want to catch that out. Like I said, if you're not watching this on YouTube, you're watching this live at the moment, you can head over to my YouTube channel, Radio Magic. I know I keep plugging it, but you've got to do that sort of stuff. And equally, if you are watching this on YouTube, head over to Radio Magic on Twitch and drop me a follow there, and you can make sure you see when I go live. Make sure you follow me for more Runeterra content, more Magic content. We'll be playing some ranked bits on both of them. And like you saw, we've got so many decks to play. Lux Ash was not a deck that I mentioned earlier, but it's super fun playing with Lux. And I'm yet to build a Shen Lux, which obviously Lux comes with a barrier, so super synergistic with Shen. And with the burst speed stand united, that's really good for Lux. It will level her up and give us them final sparks. So yeah, something we need to build at the same time. But yeah, I'm just rambling again. Remember to check out the YouTube channel and stream, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.